a summer of screams. The warm sun shone brightly as the children of Hollowbridge arrived at Campfire Creek summer camp. Laughter and excitement filled the air as campers and counselors alike prepared for a summer filled with adventure, camaraderie, and fun. Sarah and Tom, the camp's most experienced counselors, greeted each new camper with a smile, eager to make their summer unforgettable. One day, during a campwide treasure hunt, a group of campers stumbled upon the old doll, buried beneath a twisted tree near the creek. Its lifelike eyes and faded clothing intrigued them, and they excitedly brought it back to camp, unaware of the nightmare they had just unleashed. As night fell, the campers began experiencing vivid and terrifying nightmares. Some described being chased by a malevolent force through the woods, while others saw the doll come to life, its laughter echoing through the darkness. As the nightmares intensified, campers began disappearing one by one, leaving behind nothing but empty beds and unanswered questions, with fear spreading through the camp. Sarah and Tom took it upon themselves to unravel the mystery of the cursed doll. Their search led them to the town's archives, where they discovered the haunting story of Eliza, the curse that bound her spirit to the doll. Armed with this knowledge, they knew they had to act quickly to save the remaining campers and put an end to the nightmare. Under a full moon, Sarah and Tom gathered the remaining campers and prepared to confront the cursed doll. They performed an ancient ritual hoping to free Eliza's spirit and put an end to the curse. As they chanted, the doll's eyes began to glow with an eerie light, and a bone-chilling whine swept through the camp. Suddenly, the ghostly figure of Eliza appeared before them, her eyes filled with sorrow and desperation. With the help of Sarah and Tom, the campers managed to break the curse, releasing Eliza's spirit from the doll and allowing her to find peace. As the summer came to a close, the campers returned to Hollowbridge, forever changed by their experience at Campfire Creek. The bonds they had forged in the face of fear and adversity would last a lifetime, as would the lessons they had learned about the power of friendship and courage. Sarah and Tom, once haunted by their own hidden fears, found solace in the knowledge that they had saved the campers and conquered the darkness that had threatened to consume them all. The story of the cursed doll at Campfire Creek would live on as a chilling reminder of the summer that had been filled with screams, but also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. As the sun rose on the final day of camp, the once shattered tranquility of Campfire Creek was restored. The campers gathered their belongings, their hearts heavy with the thought of leaving behind the place that had brought them together in such an unforgettable way. Sarah and Tom gathered the campers for one last group activity, a ceremony to honor the memory of Eliza and the incredible strength they had all demonstrated in breaking the curse. As they stood hand in hand, the campers and counselors released paper lanterns into the sky, each one symbolizing their commitment to never forget the lessons they had learned that summer. The story of the cursed doll at Campfire Creek quickly spread throughout Hollowbridge and beyond. The camp, once a haven for adventure and excitement, had now become a symbol of courage and resilience in the face of adversity. As the years passed, the camp's reputation continued to grow, drawing more campers and counselors to its storied grounds. Sarah and Tom, now seasoned camp directors, continued to share the tale of the cursed doll with each new generation, ensuring that the spirit of Eliza and the bravery of that fateful summer would never be forgotten. One day, a mysterious package arrived at Campfire Creek, addressed to Sarah and Tom. With trepidation, they opened it, only to find a new, beautifully crafted doll. Its eyes held a familiar, haunting gaze, and a small note was attached to its delicate hand. "We will never forget what you've done for us. Your courage and compassion have touched our lives in ways you cannot imagine. Keep this doll as a reminder of the light you brought to the darkness." The campers of Hollowbridge, touched by the unexpected gift, Sarah and Tom displayed the new doll in the camp's main lodge, a constant reminder of the incredible journey they had shared and the unbreakable bond they had forged with the campers of Hollowbridge. As the years passed and new campers arrived, the story of the cursed doll continued to inspire and captivate through the power of storytelling. The legacy of Eliza, Sarah, Tom, and the brave campers of Campfire Creek lived on, reminding all who heard it of the strength that could be found in the face of fear and the enduring power of friendship and hope. Beyond the wooden smile, Annie had always been drawn to the world of antique doors. Their intricate details, delicate clothing, and lifelike features fascinated her. One sunny Saturday morning, she accompanied her mother to the local flea market, eager to explore the hidden treasures nestled among the stalls. As she wandered through the market, her eyes fell upon a peculiar door. Its glass eyes seemed to stare back at her, and its delicate lace dress was tinged with age, and she was unable to resist its allure. Annie brought the doll home, oblivious to the darkness that accompanied it. Soon after the doll's arrival, strange occurrences began to plague Annie's once peaceful home. Shadows flickered in the corners of her vision, and chilling whispers echoed through the night. As the disturbances escalated, Annie found herself trapped between reality and a haunting realm of shadows, unable to distinguish between the two. Each night, as Annie lay down to sleep, she found herself transported to a twisted world, where the cursed doll held dominion. Nightmarish landscapes stretched out before her, populated by tormented souls and shadowy figures. In this realm, the doll's power was absolute, and it delighted in tormenting Annie, pushing her to the edge of despair. Determined to break free from the doll's sinister grasp, Annie sought help from an enigmatic figure in the realm of shadows known as the Keeper of Secrets. The Keeper revealed to Annie that the spirit of Eliza, the girl who had vanished at Campfire Creek, was bound to the doll, eternally cursed by a dark force. In order to escape the realm of shadows, Annie would have to confront the ghostly presence tied to the doll and uncover the truth behind the curse. Armed with this knowledge, Annie set off on a perilous journey, her resolve unshaken. As Annie delved deeper into the shadowy world, she faced countless trials and tribulations, her courage and determination tested at every turn. Finally, she reached the heart of the realm, where the cursed doll and Eliza's spirit resided. Gathering all her strength, Annie confronted the ghostly presence, demanding it release Eliza from its hold. As the spirit fought back, a fierce battle ensued, with Annie drawing upon her unwavering courage and newfound power to vanquish the darkness. With the spirit defeated, the curse that had bound Eliza to the doll was broken. Grateful for her freedom, Eliza's spirit guided Annie back to the edge of the realm of shadows, where the boundary between worlds had grown thin. As they parted ways, Eliza gifted Annie with a small, intricately carved wooden box containing a fragment of her own power. "May this protect you from the darkness," she whispered, before fading away into the light. Annie awoke to the morning sun streaming through her window, the nightmare finally behind her. The doll, now nothing more than an ordinary antique, sat on her shelf, its once menacing gaze now empty and lifeless. With the curse broken and Eliza's spirit set free, Annie had emerged from her ordeal stronger and more resilient than ever. She knew that the shadows would always linger, waiting to reclaim the unwary, but she also knew that she possessed the power to overcome them, her spirit shining like a beacon in the darkness. The Campfire Creek Reckoning. Decades had passed since the cursed doll of Campfire Creek had been seemingly vanquished. The town's residents had moved on, the stories of the cursed doll nothing more than chilling tales told around campfires. However, the restless spirit bound to the doll had not been entirely defeated, and it returned to Campfire Creek, seeking new victims to torment. As strange occurrences began to plague the town, whispers of the past returned to the residents of Campfire Creek. Parents exchanged fearful glances, remembering the legends they had heard as children. They knew that they must band together to protect their loved ones from the malevolent spirit's wrath. The townspeople formed a council, pooling their knowledge of the cursed doll and its haunting history. They searched for clues that might help them confront the spirit and put an end to the curse once and for all. Their determination to protect their community brought them closer together, forging a bond that transcended generations. As the spirit's influence grew, it began to play a chilling game of cat and mouse with the townspeople. Each night, the spirit targeted a different household, tormenting its occupants with horrifying visions and chilling whispers. The community lived in fear, knowing that they could be the spirit's next target. With the stakes higher than ever, the townspeople devised a plan to confront the entity and end its reign of terror. They crafted a powerful talisman, imbued with the strength of their combined resolve, and prepared to face the spirit in a final, decisive battle. On a moonlit night, The townspeople gathered at the heart of Campfire Creek, the talisman held aloft by their chosen champion as the spirit appeared. They chanted ancient words of power, the energy of the talisman surging through them. The spirit, enraged by their defiance, fought back with all its might. The air crackled with tension as the townspeople and the spirit engaged in a fierce struggle, each side determined to prevail. In the end, the spirit could not withstand the combined power of the townspeople and the talisman. With a final anguished cry, the spirit was banished, the curse broken for good. The townspeople rejoiced, knowing that they had finally rid Campfire Creek of the sinister presence that had haunted them for so long. With the spirit vanquished, Campfire Creek entered a new era of peace and unity. The townspeople carried on with their lives, their bond stronger than ever. They vowed never to forget the courage and sacrifice that had brought them victory over the darkness. As for the cursed door, it was sealed away in a hidden vault, ensuring that it could never again unleash its malevolent power upon the world. And so the town of Campfire Creek moved forward, its people forever vigilant against the darkness that might one day threaten their community again. The Collector's Curse. Evelyn Montgomery was a renowned doll collector, with an extensive and diverse collection that filled the rooms of her lavish mansion. She prided herself on her discerning taste and her ability to find the most exquisite and rare dolls. When she came across the cursed doll at an exclusive auction, she was captivated by its lifelike features and the air of mystery that surrounded it. Little did she know that this seemingly innocuous acquisition would bring a chilling nightmare into her life. Once the cursed doll took its place among Evelyn's collection, strange and terrifying occurrences began to manifest within her home. Sinister whispers echoed through the halls, and chilling visions haunted her dreams. The once luxurious mansion had turned into a house of horrors, leaving Evelyn desperate for answers. Determined to break the curse had befallen her home, Evelyn embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the origins of the cursed doll. Her search led her to the tragic tale of Eliza, a young girl who had vanished at Campfire Creek and whose spirit had become entwined with the doll. Evelyn delved into the history of Campfire Creek, discovering the stories of those who had previously encountered the cursed doll and the chilling events that had unfolded. As she pieced together the puzzle of the doll's past, she began to understand the depth of the curse's power and the spirit's desire for vengeance. Armed with the knowledge she had gathered, Evelyn faced the cursed doll, determined to break the curse and free Eliza's spirit. She performed a ritual that she had discovered in her research, summoning the ghostly presence that had tormented her. As the spirit appeared, a fierce battle of wills ensued. Evelyn, drawing upon her unwavering courage, fought against the darkness that threatened to consume her. With a final desperate effort, Evelyn shattered the curse, releasing Eliza's spirit from the confines of the doll. As the spirit departed, it left behind a sense of peace that washed over the mansion, dispelling the nightmare that had taken hold. Evelyn Montgomery's life was forever changed by her encounter with the cursed doll. She continued to collect dolls, but her focus shifted towards preserving the stories and history behind each piece. Her home became a sanctuary for the memories of those who had once cherished the dolls in her collection, ensuring that their stories would never be forgotten. As for the cursed doll, it remained in Evelyn's possession, no longer a sinister force but a testament to the power of determination and the strength of the human spirit. Its place among her collection served as a reminder of the journey she had undertaken and the darkness she had vanquished, forever shaping her legacy as a collector. The forgotten legend of Campfire Creek. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over Hollowbridge, a group of friends gathered in the town square. It was a quiet evening, with the wine carrying the faint scent of wood smoke from nearby chimneys. The friends Abby, Jake, Mia, and Liam huddled together on a bench, trading stories about the mysterious Campfire Creek. "I heard that whoever takes the cursed doll will be haunted for the rest of their lives," whispered Mia, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and excitement. Abby, the group's de facto leader, scoffed at the idea. "That's just a silly old story. There's no such thing as curses or haunted dolls." Despite Abby's skepticism, the others couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the legend than just whispers and ghost stories. As the night grew darker, the friends made a pact to explore Campfire Creek and uncover the truth behind the cursed door. The following morning, the group set out for Campfire Creek, armed with flashlights, snacks, and a map. After a few hours of hiking through the dense woods, they stumbled upon a dilapidated cabin, its roof sagging under the weight of time. As they cautiously stepped inside, the eerie atmosphere sent a shiver down their spines. The cabin appeared to have been abandoned for years, with cobwebs draping from the rafters and a thick layer of dust covering every surface. It was then that they saw it. The doll sitting on a dusty shelf, its glass eyes staring at them with an unsettling intensity. It was surprisingly lifelike, with porcelain skin and intricately detailed clothing. Overcome with curiosity, Jake picked up the doll, examining it closely. As he passed it to Mia, a sudden gust of wind howled through the cabin, sending a shudder through the friends. They exchanged nervous glances but brushed off the event as a coincidence. In the days that followed, a series of unexplained events began to plague the friends. Strange shadows lurked in the corners of their vision, whispers echoed through their homes, and they were plagued by nightmares filled with menacing laughter. As the hunting escalated, the group realized they had unleashed the curse of the doll. Desperate to end the torment, they sought the advice of a local historian, Mrs. Thatcher, who revealed the town's dark secrets. Mrs. Thatcher told them about a young girl named Eliza who had vanished from Campfire Creek decades ago. The townspeople believed her spirit had become trapped in the doll, causing the curse. Determined to break the curse and free Eliza's spirit, the friends returned to the cabin with a plan. Following Mrs. Thatcher's instructions, they burned the doll in a ritualistic bonfire, reciting ancient incantations to release the trapped soul. As the flames consumed the cursed doll, the friends felt an overwhelming sense of relief. The air grew lighter, and the haunting presence that had been tormenting them seemed to vanish. In the aftermath, the friends vowed to never forget the lessons they had learned from the cursed doll. They had faced their deepest fears and discovered that some legends, no matter how unbelievable, held a grain of truth. And so the legend of the cursed doll at Campfire Creek would live on in the memories of those who had braved the unknown, a chilling reminder of the thin line between the living and the dead.